Hello, everybody. Wait a minute. Am I lagging? No. Okay, there it is. Hello, Julie, Missy, Uncle Justin, and Topher. And give a hug and a kiss to your forehead, please. How y'all doing today? It has been a couple days. My baby Topaz got spayed this morning and she's super tired, but she did really well. And now she's in the healing process. So that's what we're doing. So she's over there and she's been sleeping. She crawled up in mama's bed and she's been there for several hours now, since 3 or 4 hours now. Hello, Lily. Your mom sounds like Mickey. Use the mirror, Topher. Figure that out. So tonight's good mood is brought to you by Crown Apple and Coke. It's so delicious. Y'all need to taste it. You're welcome. So tonight, actually, Annie came up with this and she wanted to do this with me, but she has laryngitis. So I told her she didn't have to come on when she sounds like a mouse. So there's that. But tonight we're going to do behind the scenes. And I know you guys have heard the rumors, like somebody hanging in the back. Guys, there's been a lot of crazy shit happen to the actors and a lot of deaths. Hello, Ayla. How you doing, V-Team? Yeah, she's doing so much. She's doing really good. She's just sleeping still. I'm sure she's going to be really sore tomorrow. So I'm expecting her just to laze around. She can't go outside and be in the dirt and water for a whole week. So I know she's going to hate that. What did I do with my drink? It's just cold, freaking delicious, and it's highly recommended. My favorite, well, I can't say it's my favorite now, but because I love the apple. I love Crown Apple. I don't know if y'all have tried the new Crown Blackberry, but holy shit, you need to try that with Coke or Sprite. It's good with Sprite too. It's good with both of them. And I went in there and they were sold out again. So I got the apple. But anyway, so we're going to start with The Wizard of Oz. And I have, I think, 17 or something things that was behind the scene things with the actors and like the rumors and stuff like that of Wizard of Oz and the Poltergeist that you guys might have heard or might not have heard. But these are the facts that I found. So we'll start with Wizard of Oz. Did you guys know that the Munchkins did not speak English? Many of the actors who played the Munchkins had fled to the U.S. from Germany to escape the Nazis. Because most didn't speak English, their voices were dubbed in the film. Don't know if y'all knew that. I didn't know that until today. I didn't know that. There's a lot of things that you can dub shit that makes it look like they're actually saying something when they're saying something else. And I know for a fact that a couple of the Munchkins were from here because they went on to act in other things. I should have done. I wonder if there's some creepy things that was behind the scene in Willy Wonka. Because, I mean, they had the Munchkins there too, right? The Oompa Loompas. They're Oompa Loompas, not the Munchkins. Yes. So I'm going to have to look that up and see. Your cat's breath smells like cat food. Well, usually it does after they eat. You know, that's what they ingest is cat food. Hi, Kibby. Kibby, you and I were rookies once. You and I were rookies once. So be nice. You have to remember that you were a rookie too. Even though that was, well, for me, that 24 fucking years ago. Baby. You on duty? Hi, Grayson. You don't have to treat them special, but be nice. Because you remember how it was when you were green. I was nervous as shit when I first came out of that police academy. And I only had 4 weeks out of the police academy. I had 4 weeks of FTO. And they were like, I went into work that morning and they were like, here's your car. You're on your own. I'm like, excuse me? Pardon? I'm not ready. Oh, yes, you are. You're way more ready than you think you are. And I damn sure was. And I ended up being a damn good cop. But I'm almost done. So I'm almost done. Anyway, moving on. He's getting a safety helmet and a hover. You know, I would not mind. I'm trying to think of what they're called. Hold on. What are they called? Hold on. The movie. The movie that Paul Blart. What's the thing that they ride in the mall? The little thing that they stand on and they, what the heck's that called? I want to ride one of those and say I was a cop on patrol. That's true. Maybe they were saying it in German. And they were dubbing their mouth or something. I don't know. I mean, you know, she was singing in English. Segways. Yes, I would love to ride a damn Segway and say that I was an officer on patrol on a Segway for a year. Even though, I guess that maybe I haven't seen you guys. Well, I don't know when the last time I was on, but I'm off work until June. My doctor told me that I was not fit for duty right now because until I meet with my surgeon again June 11th. Because I'm dropping stuff because of my neck and my arm issue, and they, in case I drop my weapon, I'm not allowed to go to work. So I'm off work till June. So didn't know if I told y'all that already. I couldn't remember if I did. I wasn't expecting that at all. I know I went and I met with the surgeon. I go back June 11th, and my insurance is requiring me to do 4 weeks of physical therapy. And physical therapy was what made my neck worse to begin with, mind you. Now my insurance requires it before I have a surgery. So guess what? Blood orange iced tea with a hint of alcohol. What is blood orange iced tea, may I ask? Like, is it an iced tea with like orange juice? Well, tomorrow's Friday, Uncle. You only got one more night left and you can drink tomorrow. And Lily, I'm having Crown Apple and Coca-Cola. And it is so delicious. Y'all need to try it, especially with the blackberry. Could hit them with a vehicle that's still yeah. Yeah. Well, our thoughts though need to stay as our thoughts. Kibby. Gerald, my friend Gerald, he's a cop in Arkansas. And he's FTOing currently. And he every day he goes, "Did I mention how much I hate being an FTO?" I'll try it with cherry Coke. Shit. Absolutely. Back to this. Okay, so we covered the Munchkins not speaking English. So now in the famous Poppy scene where Dorothy and the Cowardly Lion fall asleep, you know the scene? I'm going to remind you of scenes because these are like the famous scenes. Now, that scene of Deadly Secret that people today could not get away with. Anyway, the snow used in that scene was actually potent chrysotile asbestos. And they were aware of these health hazards and still did it anyway. Hi, Annie. Annie can type tonight, but we can hear her voice heads sounding like Mickey Mouse. So we are hearing your typing words, Annie, in Mickey Mouse's voice because Lily came in and told us you sound like Mickey. So anyway, in case anybody did not know, the snow was actually potent chrysotile asbestos. Hello. We are talking about behind the scenes of Wizard of Oz and Poltergeist. We just started, and we're on Wizard of Oz right now. Y'all, Dee Lugo is my neighbor. She lives right down my road here. So if y'all haven't seen Dee, please say hello to Dee Lugo. Dee, this is everyone. It's crackly. Sometimes I squeak and sometimes I'm normal. Well, for tonight, I'm going to pretend you sound like Mickey because it's funny. Also, Dee, we are going to do another sour challenge. We are doing the Black Death sour balls. You're more than welcome to come do the sour challenge with us. We don't have a date. We're doing it yet. We got to wait for everybody's balls to come in. The lion bangs Dorothy. What? Stop it. Okay. Toto got paid raccoon. Anyway, Toto, the dog, got paid more than the Munchkins. The Munchkins weren't treated very well at all, apparently, but the Munchkins actors were paid just $50 a week for a 6-day work week. Toto got paid $125 a week. So we got way more. He's got like 75% more than what they did. Yes, it's called, what did I say? Black Death. Black Death sour balls is now supposed to be the most sour candy in the world. And it's the new thing. It's the new TikTok challenge. And I will do sour I don't do spicy. What? Everyone's balls have to get dropped. That's right. Bree said hers is supposed to come tomorrow. Bree got the bubble gum flavor. Terry's, I think Terry ordered the watermelon. Julie ordered the all the different flavors in one bag. I ordered the cherry, and me and Annie will be doing out of my bag. And if Dee wants to come join, she can eat a cherry. I'm hoping to have it on a weekend that Terry and Rita and Julie come up. That way we'll all be here. And we'll all do it together in person, and we can all have different flavor or whatever. And yeah, I don't do spicy. I don't do spicy. But this is supposed to be so sour, and then it turns sweet. So the last one we did was what? The Garbage Pail sweet things, and that was bad. Me and Annie did that one. And the only other challenge we've done is the chamoy pickle, and we did do that one on here on the podcast. Okay, moving on. Judy Garland, who is Dorothy, her hair was peculiar in the movie, and hardly anyone noticed it. At one point, you see her hair is just at her collarbone, and then in the next scene, it could be down to her chest. Huh. Hold on. Am I back? Okay. Yeah, all of a sudden it said that mine was muted. So I don't know what's happening. Listen, I'm supposed to be having this fiber fucking speedy fiber fucking Wi-Fi, and it's slow as fuck. And the Windstream was way faster than this shit. Like, I was having better luck with the fucking T-Mobile. Because this is just ridiculous. With as much Wi-Fi as I'm having and I'm paying for, and this rapid fiber is supposed to be so fantastic, and it sucks. We're going to move on with my shit pen. We're shooting the shit tonight. Okay. Shooting the shit. That's right. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Dollar Tree internet. That's what that's. And everybody's talking, oh, this rapid fiber is so fast. And oh my God, it's fast as lightning. And oh my God, it's fantastic. And what is this then? Yes. Okay. So we're getting there. There was a lot of eerie. That's what we were talking about. The crazy behind the scenes, and sort of like the Poltergeist too, how there was so many deaths right after the filming and stuff like that. So, so y'all know Toto is one of the most famous dogs of them all. Everybody knows who Toto is. They know what movie, everything. But he was actually, in case y'all didn't know that. So Toto in the movie is supposed to be a boy, but it was actually a girl dog that played Toto, played him. And her actual real name is Terry, is Toto's real name. Anyway, Toto was sadly stepped on during filming, and for 2 weeks, while filming until Toto recovered from her injuries. And yes, I don't know why I'm having the issues with the fiber. It's supposed to be badass. They've got all this shit on the wall in there. They've dug all this trench in the yard. They've buried the wires. It's all supposed to be wonderful. Y'all see what I'm dealing with, right? It's irritating. It's irritating. Okay, there's something in my bra that's giving me an itch. Excuse me. Okay. So, the Cowardly Lion's costume was made of real lion skin. Did you guys know that? It made the actor Bert Lahr so hot, he would almost pass out. What did I say? Something's in there making it itch though. Like something went. I was eating some chips earlier, and I think some went in there. And they always. This is where food goes, all the time, right here, all the time. Anyway, it made the guy so hot he had to take often to rehydrate and to cool off. Made from, yes, real lion skin. And it was also very heavy and it weighed nearly 100 pounds. So he was, yeah, that would have been uncomfortable, I think. Didn't know if anybody knew that. So there was the story that there was a shadow of someone hanging, you know, you could see it on the set during one part of the filming. Well, it was said that one of the Munchkins hung himself on the set. Time to let the rumor rest. It was not a person. They were not hanging, and it wasn't a dead body. According to MGM, of course, they could be just making this up, so they'd not investigated or whatever. The shadow was just a large bird stretching its wings. I never seen it. I've watched that movie 100 times, and I've never seen the shadow thing that people keep talking about. At the end of the Tin Man scene. Well, the Tin Man is in freaking, there's no, I don't, which scene? Which scene is that? So the Dorothy dress. Everybody knows the famous Dorothy dress. It's the most famous garment from any movie, along with the red slippers, right? Okay. Here's her secret. She wore a tight corset under her dress in order to help make her figure look more childlike. In real life, she was 16 years old during filming. Has it? Well, I mean, I've heard the rumor, but I've never seen the scene. I've never seen any shadow, and I've watched it looking for it, and I couldn't see it. But that's good. But for the longest time, I heard that it was a Munchkin that hung himself on the scene after like filming that day, and they came in and found him the next day or something. Oh. Oh. Okay. I think I'd have to watch it with like one of you guys so you guys can go, stop it. It's right there. Another secret to her dress. Here's another secret to her dress. So not only did she wear a tight corset, her dress that was a famous blue and white, right? Blue and white dress with the red shoes. It It wasn't white. It was actually pale pink. So it was pale pink and blue. And because the pink showed up better as white in Technicolor, it looks white, but it was actually pale pink and blue was the dress. Now, as we all know, no, it wasn't white. It was pale pink and blue. Now, as we all know, when we used to be live on TikTok, and remember, and I think it was Annie, who were you again? I can't remember. I was the Wicked Witch of the West, wasn't I? Right? I'm the one that the house landed on. And I think Trauma was supposed to be the good witch, right? And I can't remember what you were, Annie. And then we had our little munchkins. Anyway, the Wicked Witch of the West could not eat anything at all. So the actress, Margaret Hamilton was her name. She wore a copper-based bright green makeup that if it was accidentally ingested, she would get very sick. So she was only allowed to consume liquids with a straw. That's it. She was not allowed to eat or consume anything that makeup could accidentally be on and get into her system. And the other secret. Oh, okay. You're Dorothy. All right. I couldn't remember who all was what because it's been a while since we talked about it. So the other secret to the witch. What the fuck is that noise? That sounds like an airplane that's like really low over my house. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Okay, anywho, not only could she not eat, the same green makeup gave her severe skin burns during a scene where she leaves Munchkin Land in a blast of smoke. Do y'all remember that part where she blasts off in the smoke? She got severe third-degree burns on her body, had to be rushed to the hospital because her makeup was super flammable. And they knew all this, and she still came to work and put it on every day, knowing the dangers of it. So yeah, she was rushed to the hospital and treated for third-degree burns. I don't know. It didn't say if it was on her face or arms or chest. It doesn't say. It just said she knew it was dangerous, but came to work every day and filmed with no complaints. I heard the first Scarecrow couldn't finish the movie because he was allergic to the paint. I didn't get that. I didn't know that. Lily, be nice to your mama. Annie, do what you got to do to her, honey. You better be nice to your mama. Okay, so anyway, yeah, she was rushed to the hospital on one day, and it did not say if it was her face or neck or skin or chest. I don't know, but it was that scene where she left Munchkin Land in a blast of smoke, and it said that she got third-degree burns on her body. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that about the what'd you say the Scarecrow. Okay, See, there's still something. There's still something in here that's making my boobies itch. Okay. So the Tin Man and Scarecrow also got hurt. So the witch isn't alone in her suffering. Tin Man, Jack Haley's eyes. I guess what? Like a pink eye shit? It was the first Tin Man. He inhaled so much of the aluminum powder they used, he stopped breathing. What? What's up, Hyde? How you doing? We're talking about behind the scenes crazy shit that's we're on Wizard of Oz, and we're going to go over to Poltergeist too. What's up, Hyde? Everybody, he's my police officer friend up in Georgia. Okay, so the Tin Man's aluminum. So the Tin Man's aluminum-based makeup caused an infection in the actor Jack Haley's eyes, and the Scarecrow, the actor Ray Bolger, had permanent scarring on his face from the continual wear of his prosthetics on his face, like his nose. And they kept putting them prosthetic stuff, and I guess it said he had permanent scarring. Now, Judy Garland was intentionally slapped in the face. So while filming the scene when Dorothy slaps the lion, y'all remember when Dorothy had to slap the lion? Well, apparently Judy Garland couldn't stop giggling. She got the giggles. So the director, Victor Fleming, took her aside and slapped her in the face as hard as he could. In the film were real. And it makes me want to go watch the movie again, because see, I didn't know all of this stuff. I just did not know all of this. Like, I didn't know about how bad the makeup was, and God forbid she can't eat. Burns on her. Like, I never knew all of this stuff. Tin Man equals chocolate. So when he cried in his filming, his tears were actually made from chocolate sauce. So the chocolate sauce looked more like water and showed up better on his aluminum makeup. Did not know it. Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing. I'm not sure if I could be an actress. I would get the giggles constantly. Like, I love watching bloopers. It doesn't matter what movie or TV show. I always go to YouTube and I look for the bloopers, because that's just fucking hilarious to me. It really shows me that they're people too, and they fuck up, and they laugh at their mistakes. And I love watching bloopers. Y'all hear that? Hello, is that freaking plane? I know y'all hear that. Went on to play Jed Clampett. Did he really? Cher really slapped Nicolas Cage in Moonstruck. No, I did not know that. In time, Van Damme, Jean-Claude Van Damme, remember him? And he accidentally kicked the guy and broke a rib. And the guy sued him for it. And it was all in acting in this one scene, but he got sued for it. I don't know how it ended up, but I used to love Beverly Hillbillies. I did not know that that was awesome. Huh. Okay. Over the Rainbow is the most favorite song in Wizard of Oz. It almost wasn't the case. It was actually our producers thought that the song was too long and too slow for the younger audience of it, and they changed their minds, and thank goodness that they did, because it ends up being a wonderful, it ended up being one of the most famous scenes. And I loved her. I loved her. And you know what? Liza Minnelli looks just like her mama. I like that movie. I like the movie. Wait a minute. Did you know? Hold on. I don't know the one playing on, and Butthead was the shorter brunette, correct? Okay. So I don't know who it is that's playing the brunette, which I believe is Butthead. But the Ryan played Ken in Barbie. What was his name that played Ken? New Barbie movie. What the frick is his name? Ryan Gosling. That's right. Okay. He's playing Beavis, and this little other guy, I don't know who the other guy is. He's playing Butthead. There's a Beavis and Butthead movie coming out. Those two. Yeah, Ryan Gosling's hot. Anyway, okay. So the land of Oz is a magical place. You ever wonder where the name come from? So L. Frank Baum, who wrote the original name Oz, when looking at an alphabetical filing cabinet label O through Z. That's how he said it was Oz. And that now imagine if he saw A through J, Wizard of Oz. Just don't have the same ring to it. What do you mean another movie? Ryan Gosling, they're playing Beavis and Butthead. I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but he's playing Beavis and Butthead. And I just saw it was a something talking about the Beavis and Butthead movie. And it showed those two. And I was like, oh shit, I'm going to have to watch that. That's going to be funny. So that's how Oz, he couldn't think of nothing. And you know that O through and O dash Z. So O through Z in the alphabet was written on the fucking label. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so y'all know her slippers are ruby red, right? Famous red slippers. But in Frank's 1900 novel, her shoes were actually silver. So they were silver in the book that he wrote in the book. They changed the color so they would pop on camera. So, bonus fact, the original red slippers are on display at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History. They get so many visitors that the carpet surrounding their display has to be changed and cleaned regularly. I loved Julie Garland. I loved her singing. I thought she was so pretty. I can't believe how much Liza Minnelli looks like her mom and sounds like her voice. Like, speaking of, okay, so hold on a second. Tom Hanks, right? He has a voice that everybody knows, right? You hear the voice. Who do you think of when you hear Tom Hanks? I personally think of Woody from Toy Story. He's got that voice that everybody. Now, go listen. His son, I can't think of what his name is, Hanks, looks and sounds just like him. Same voice, everything. He's a miniature Tom Hanks. I'm telling you, their voices are identical. That should be, this is going to have to be a podcast that we do. Celebrity children. They're look-alike kids. Hold on, I'm just writing that down so I don't forget it. Walter from Money Pit. Yes, he was. I think it was Shelley Long was his wife in that movie, wasn't it? I love Shelley Long too. I think it was Shelley Long in that. Anyway, so that's all I have of Wizard of Oz. We're going to move over to Poltergeist now. Okay. So in case people did not know, Drew Barrymore was the original person. Shelley Lane? Okay, Shelley Long. That's who I thought it was. Okay. Yes. Okay. I was like, who the fuck is Shelley? Okay. So Drew Barrymore was the one originally considered for Poltergeist. But Spielberg wanted someone a little more angelic. So he cast Heather O'Rourke, and she was adorable. Heather O'Rourke was so, he cast her instead. But it was the Drew Barrymore's audition to Poltergeist that led her to get the part in E.T. because Spielberg made the E.T. back-to-back from Poltergeist, and he brought Barrymore in for E.T. And then after E.T., Barrymore went on to do Firestarter. I believe that's what it was called. So that was her original audition. Drew Barrymore's the audition, the first time she ever auditioned for anything was for Poltergeist, but they brought in Heather O'Rourke instead. I don't know if it would have been the same with Drew, even though I don't know, Drew as a child is a better actress than as an adult, as far as I'm concerned. Tell me I'm wrong. So, one of the most memorial characters in Poltergeist was that little crazy old lady, medium, psychic lady that they came in. Remember her? My little thing just rolled off my poop. The little black thing just rolled off my poop pen. See, shooting the shit. Anyway, it's fun. Okay, so y'all know who I'm talking about, right? the little lady that was trying to help him, the little short lady that was trying to help him get the ghost. Remember? Please tell me y'all remember Poltergeist. Okay, so her name in the movie was Tangina, and she was the diminutive medium, and her real name was Zelda Rubinstein. What the hell? Am I frozen again? What the fuck is happening? Okay. How many of you knew that that lady, and that is what helped her land her role? Hello, Alyssa Nicholson. I am well, and how are you doing? And we're just sitting here talking about the behind the scenes crazy shit that behind Poltergeist. Yes, Justin, I do agree with that too. Even though I did like Ronnie Howard on Happy Days. I did like him as the brother there. I don't know. I have a thing with Happy Days and Charles in Charge. I don't understand the fucking lag. So I don't understand. It's a stupid fucking Wi-Fi that's supposed to be so good. Anyway, the little lady that came in that was trying to help him, she was playing the medium psychic lady. She was actually a medium and psychic lady. And that's what the film helped her get the role. And she filmed. Yes. Same lady. And she filmed all of her entire thing in the movie. They did it in 6 days. And she was done and made all that money. But being a psychic and medium helped her get the role. So I think that was amazing. I didn't know that until I read that today. So the famous scene where Carol Ann slid up the wall and dragged across the ceiling. You remember that? So that was actually filmed in a rotating box by you couldn't see it on the camera, and it made her look like she was on the ceiling when she was actually on the floor. I thought that was amazing. And it makes me want to watch both of these movies again. So y'all remember the scene where the brother Robbie was in his bedroom and he had that crazy clown doll. Remember the clown doll that haunted his room and he thought was creepy the whole time? Y'all remember the clown? People don't realize that an on-set mishap injured Robbie for real. So during the climax of the film, okay, I just shot off my shit. Didn't mean to. During the climax of the film, now during the strangle scene, the doll, it was supposed to be strangling him in his bedroom. Well, the doll actually strangles him. The arm of the prop doll gripped Robbie's neck so tight that he began yelling, "I can't breathe." And Spielberg said he initially thought he was acting and was improvising. And he thought what a great job he was doing. Oh my God. Until he saw the actor's face was turning purple. So his name was Oliver Robbins. Excuse me. That's Robbie's name. Spielberg sprinted over and yanked the doll away from him. And that's the scene that they used. But he thought he was just acting, but he was really getting choked. Isn't that fucked up? That's crazy. Are y'all still with me? Like, flip me or something. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Okay, y'all remember piece of steak that was, God damn it, what in the hell is the issue here? I'm getting irritated. Am I here? Am I back? It just totally booted me out. Am I back? Yeah, everybody lost me. It just totally booted me out. And I had to re-sign in and everything. So I apologize for that. So I'm not quite sure what the fuck happened there, but I'm blaming it on this crappy internet that that's supposed to be so wonderful. Hi, Philip. Okay. We were talking about, okay, so you remember in Poltergeist where the guy that I think it was the detective guy, and he was standing in the kitchen and this piece of meat that had maggots crawling on it was like crawling across the counter. Y'all remember that? So they actually used, it was a real piece of steak that they used, and it was placed over a slit that was in the counter, and a pair of wires were connected to the meat on the bottom. And there was a puppeteer underneath the counter that was moving it with these pieces of wire, making it look like it was crawling. So that's how they did that scene. And I think it was fucking crazy. Making sure I'm still here. I don't want it to boot me again. I don't understand what the heck happened. Okay. There's only a couple more that I have. Y'all remember the shot of the pyramid chairs in the beginning when they first moved into this house before they realized it was haunted? And where she was in the kitchen and then the chairs being in a pyramid? You remember that? Okay. So the shot of the pyramid of the chairs was done in one take. As the lens of the camera pans over with Diane gathering cleansers in the kitchen, several crew members rushed into the kitchen off scene and quickly swapped the single chairs with an already set up pyramid of chairs. Lily, you need to watch Poltergeist. Seconds, and that when Diane was shown being scared to death. Like Diane was the wife, the mama. My shit pen fell off of the desk over there because I was mad. Now, Annie, you already knew this. The swimming pool scene. Everybody knows the swimming pool scene there in the end. All right. A lot of stuff was happening there at the end. And of an ancient burial ground. So real skeletons were used on the set when she fell in the pool, and all these skeletons were coming up around her. Okay. They did not tell. Her name is JoBeth Williams. She played Diane. She had no idea they were real. She thought all of these were fake, and she was going to refuse to do the shot. She wasn't told that they were real until well after filming was over. There's a remake of Poltergeist? How do I not see that? I have never seen more than the one Poltergeist. I didn't know there was more than one. Anyway, they did not tell her until well after it was over. Some people believe this is the reason there was a so-called poltergeist curse on the actors because of this. She would not have done the scene if she would have known they were real. So that's why she wasn't told. So here's another. Okay, I have one. I just have a couple more. Spielberg movies were mostly done by Universal. In this movie, Poltergeist, it was made by MGM. And everybody knows the MGM lion, right? Remember how it's like an intro. And how the lion's laying there and he does the roar, the growl of the lion. Everybody knows the MGM lion. Okay. If you pay close attention to the final act, you can hear the famous MGM lion roar during one of the jump scares. At roughly 100 minutes into the sound effect used as the ghosts attack the house comes from the same source as the MGM lion roar. Even sneakier, y'all remember the scene when the detective was in the bathroom and his skin was peeling off? No way, Philip. I'm going to have to look those up. I'm going to have to watch them all now. Okay. Y'all remember the scene anyway, where the detective and he's looking in the mirror and he's peeling his face off, right? The hands in that shot was Steven Spielberg's. Steven Spielberg was actually peeling the skin off of the guy's face, and it made it look like it was the guy's. And my last one for the finale, where the house was getting subsumed into the black hole, a 4-foot wide model of the house that took 2 weeks to build was used for that scene. With the camera placed directly above it, a giant vacuum generator was then used to simulate high wind force. Several Fox crewmen fanned the structure with pump action shotguns to create the illusion of a black hole. The shot only lasted 2 seconds. Now that's amazing. I didn't know any of those. I did know about the pool though, and the skeleton. Okay, so there were Heather O'Rourke, who's the one that played Carol Ann, she passed away from an illness. Dominique Dunn, who played the older sister of Heather O'Rourke, was murdered by the boyfriend after they had a fight. If you guys remember that was going on, and he went over and killed her. Julianne Beck, she was the one that played the evil priest. She died of an illness shortly after. And Will Sampson, who was the shaman, died of an illness soon after. And people say that all of these deaths were because of this poltergeist curse. Now, do you guys believe that or not? I don't know. I mean, you're fucking around with real skeletons. Like, you're messing with the dead. You know, that's their bodies. Like, I believe that there could be some shit going on because of some stuff they were doing. I don't know about like all the deaths. Excuse me, but I could see some weird things happening because, you know, you're there every day with dead bodies and dead real skeletons, and you're using, and yeah, I could see some fucked up shit happening, but I don't have a curse or anything. I can't say I believe that 100%. What do y'all think? That's all I got. I covered everything. I think I am going to look into Willy Wonka, the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I don't know how they got him. I just they said that I don't know. Steven Spielberg, I guess, could get what he. I don't know. That's creepy. It is. It is very possible. But like Uncle Junior says, I'm on the fence. Like I would have to. I don't know. You'd have to show me some proof that there's like a curse. Oh yeah, I don't. Okay, so I do not do Ouija boards. There's not one in my house. They have a fucking phone. No way, no how. I do not fuck with Ouija boards. I don't deal with the fucking evil and the shit that it can bring into you. Oh no. I don't mess with that. I haven't, and I'm not going to. If I go, I'm going bye-bye. Pretty quick, like. I'm not gonna stick around and be like, how evil are you? You know what I'm saying? Let's just see how evil he is. It's fine. Let's just see how evil. No, if it's evil, fucking bye. I'm not. Goes later. I can't say that I believe there was a curse. I'm not a celebrity, but I would love to actors and see what they think. Do they believe that it was a curse? Like, I want to hear from them. Like, what shit did you witness during the making of this movie? Like, I would love to talk to them, but I know they consider a Ouija board as a child's toy. It's for sale in fucking Walmart right now. I could go in there and there's a Ouija board in there for sale. No. No. They have to make it a kid's toy because the adults already know better. Nope. Anyway, that's all I got. I would like to do like the celebrities and their lookalikes, like their look. Here's the other celebrity I was thinking about. God dang it, I see his face plain as day. We discussed Tom Hanks. Oh, for God's sake. He's like 90 years old now. He all played in the countries, the country settings. Gotta see his face. Why do I do this? Oh my goodness. Like I see his face. And his son looks just freaking like identical. And I can't think of his fucking name. Yes, Clint Eastwood. Thank you, Missy. How do you always guess what the fuck I'm talking about? Yes, Clint Eastwood is who I'm talking about. And you look up, this is going to be a fun podcast. I think I'm going to do this with the sons. They look identical. Fucking identical. To me, when you see Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen, and Emilio Estevez, they all look alike to me. Yeah, it was Clint Eastwood. That's exactly right. God, Missy, you always are on. I don't know how you stay with me. I can barely stay with myself. Let's see. Tomorrow I am going to work outside a little bit because I think she's going to be sore and not moving around very much tomorrow. So I'm going to put her up a little bit and let her rest. And I'm going to go outside and work a little bit. Excuse me. We found a fucking foxhole on our property that I need to try to get rid of because we don't want foxes around the piggies. So I need to go remove. Yes, John Ritter and his son too. Yes. They look just alike. Reese Witherspoon and her daughter looks just alike. And I can't stand Angelina Jolie, but Angelina and Brad had that one kid that looks like Brad and just like Angelina. Like there is no denying that it belonged to the two of them. Something just tapped on my fucking window. I don't know what the fuck that was. Did y'all hear that fucking knock? It's raining. I hear rain. Anyway, that sounds like a good podcast title. Try to get the lookalikes. Anyway, oh gosh, I'm already tired. I've vet. So I was up at 5 this morning. So no, I did not know. What does Tex look? Sam will look it up now. Who Tex is and what he looks like. Does he look like his dad? We're going to do that. I've got it written down so I don't forget. Anyway, I'm going to be live on Clapper for 10 more minutes, I guess, and just take my pills and get comfy. And I'm going to bed because I'm tired. Thanks, everybody, again, for coming and joining me tonight. It was fun, and I love all of you. Trying to get, I don't understand this lagging thing that's been going on tonight. Love y'all.